Do you tap your soda can before you open it? Have you ever wondered why that's a thing? If you don't know what I'm talking about, here's the deal. Rumor has it that if you tap on a can of soda, or pop if you grew up here in the Midwest like me, then it will not explode. And technically, that's true. But you might be doing it wrong. Ashley, do you do this?
It probably won't be surprising to you that early on in elementary school, I decided that everybody was being fooled by this and I would just open cans without tapping because I thought it was useless.
Did they ever explode on you?
I mean, they exploded on people who tapped on them, so it doesn't really matter.
So you don't do that anymore?
I stopped tapping on cans long ago, yes.
All right. Well, next time I shake up a can, maybe you'll want to change your mind after learning about this story.
Well, I hope you don't shake up a can before you give it to me.
I probably won't do that. All right, well, I am a can tapper, but I will admit I've been doing it wrong. And I'll explain why you may have been doing it wrong as well listening to this. Before I can explain how the tapping works, you need to understand what makes soda fizz in the first place. Bubbles in soda are made of carbon dioxide gas, or CO2. Cans are pressurized to keep that CO2 fully dissolved in the liquid. Once you open the can, the pressure drops and that lets the CO2 form back into gas, rise up to the top of the liquid, and escape into the surrounding air. It's actually pretty hard for CO2 to form bubbles in an undisturbed can of soda. That's because the liquid's surface tension, combined with the pressure, makes it take a lot of energy for the gas molecules to separate the liquid molecules. But if you shake the can, turbulence creates bubbles. Once a bubble is formed, it's a lot easier for that bubble to get bigger. And that's because the larger the bubble's surface area, the less energy you need to break surface tension and increase the number of molecules inside. Diet sodas fizz even more, by the way, because when they use aspartame for a sweetener, aspartame acts as a surfactant, and it lowers the surface tension of the soda much more than sugar or corn syrup does. With less surface tension, gas dissolved in diet soda needs less energy to form bubbles, and that results in way more foam than full sugar sodas. This brings us back to tapping a soda can. Does it work? Well, it can, but not if you tap the top. See, when turbulence forms bubbles, they tend to stick to the side of the can. The idea is that if you can free those bubbles, they'll rise to the top and form one big bubble. That means when you open the can, that big bubble escapes harmlessly instead of taking a bunch of liquid up with it. So, tap on the sides of your can to try to free those bubbles. That is the secret.